Welcome to another video about the ecological restoration of Puangiangi Island, Cook Strait, New Zealand. I'm hiding under this tauhinu today because it's 120k southerly. The Cook Strait ferries have been cancelled and I'm trying to avoid getting my fancy new camera wet, not entirely successfully. Part of our work here is to add to the number of species that are present, not to make a fancy private zoo or anything, but to turn the island back into what it would have been before mammalian predators were here from about the 1880s until 1999 when they were eradicated. So far we've added 3 bird species, yellow-crowned kakariki, South Island robin and one other, 3 reptiles and 1 insect. In addition, we've believed that we've attracted sooty shearwaters. We have a breeding population of them. We have attracted fluttering shearwater and Australasian gannet, although those two haven't bred yet that we know of. Our management plan allows for the introduction of several more species, but this video is about 2 species that have saved us the trouble. Apart from sheltering from the weather here, I'm sitting here because this is where in June 2016 we first sighted fernbird matata. They most likely came over from adjacent D'Urville Island, where there is a small population, and this gully here is where we heard their distinctive duet call, where one of them calls and the other one calls back. And it appears less than a split second. It's almost like it's the same call, but it is a duet. And on an evening, if you're lucky, they ring across the gully, and it's very, very pleasant indeed. If you wonder why I'm describing that in such detail, is because I've got no footage to show you. I'm not clever enough. It's highly likely that there's a small breeding population. We come across them pretty much the length of the island now, which is fantastic. The island didn't have a resident population of any honey eaters, and we were a bit surprised by that. Tui are strong flyers, and they do look for seasonal food, and when the flaxes were flowering, for example, we might have expected some to be out here, and indeed we've seen tui since 2011 about 2 or 3 times, but they've never stayed or bred. What has arrived in May 2014 though were bellbird korimako, and they were breeding here by that spring of 2014, or at the latest 2015. Now they're the commonest bird on the island probably, and I think at this point that they're smaller than tui, and there's a lot of folklore out there about how tui will outcompete bellbirds, but I think that the numbers of bellbirds here are strong enough now that tui are unlikely to establish. Lastly, for a bit of fun, we've had a little population of pukeko fly in. There's at least 5 adults here, and they do breed. Our advice is that the pukeko are not going to cause any particular trouble to some of the other species of bird that we've got here, and so they get to stay, which is great. I do wish that they would leave me some apples. I haven't had any apples in the last 2 years. Thank you very much, pukeko. I've got a little video here of them climbing one of Ross Webber's old trees and knocking them off and running away with them rather happily. That's it, short and sweet. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on hopefully a finer day.